do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like. Please accept. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, praised now and forevermore, we pray. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Only Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people. Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? God is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you. In Aburi. You came back, Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogwu coup, so-called Nzogwu coup, saying they would bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael Opara. What I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you have the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa are doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the North. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the North, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said, no, for us to control these people, we need to impoverish them. Let us introduce this war. That was a coup by Nzogwu. And after that, there was the massacre of, as usual, massacre of our people in the North. Ojukwu said, I have to secure my land and my people. They said, no, let's go to Aburi to discuss it. Ojukwu went to Aburi and agreed, restructuring. That's something now you're asking for. To tell you how foolish Nigerians are. They're very foolish. That same nonsense you're asking for now was discussed many years ago. Ojukwu sat down in Aburi with Gowon and decided that regionalism was the best way for restructuring, going back to who you were, 1963 Constitution, 1963 Constitution. Be on your own and pay tax to the central government, as they have in America, as they have even in Britain. Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent, Wales, the same thing, everybody is free, but Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy. I'll prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Middle Belt on their, Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree. After having signed the agreement, that same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to go on to ask him, why did you say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to go on or gone to Nigeria to say, but Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said, no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking. I signed the agreement. That same goal we're looking at today. God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. God said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever going to go on to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever going to go on or gone to Nigeria to say, but Ojukwu negotiated restructuring.
This is the problem. That's the point that we've been trying to emphasize. We'll tell you that these British people are the ones that are creating this problem for us. Today, it has not stopped. And it's never going to stop because, you know something? In the words of our leader, they are foolish. They are not thinking. They are not, the likes of Peter will be running up and down. He's going to the British people to tell him, to give him one, to make him build Nigeria. We've already said it. Our quest is for Biafra, and Biafra is what we're going to get. Regardless of what you guys do, no matter where you run to, we are not changing. We are consistently consistent. It is Biafra or Biafra. There's nothing that's going to take the place of our quest. Only election that we will stand for and support 100% is a referendum. Vote. Give the people the right to vote on where they want to belong. If you don't want to stay in Nigeria, so be it. But we have to decide it. The people have to speak and say exactly what they want. Our leader has been very consistent. Yesterday, I listened to something that somebody put in about journalists. Our own journalists, they're equal to the, anyway, like most people are claiming to be journalists. Like me, I'm not a journalist, honestly speaking. I wouldn't classify myself in those borrowed ropes because I ran into broadcasting by accident. Not that I planned it or knew anything about it. So the same thing. Anybody who thinks that he wants money out there, because for them, when you subscribe to them, that's when they get some money. So, you know, they come in there and they interview some stupid people. Even the person you are interviewing is sounding very silly and stupid, and you don't have the gut to tell the person, hey, wait a minute, what are you talking about? You are being inconsistent. I listened to an interview that they did to Asare Dokubo. The man was trying to explain himself. He was so foolish in what he was about. And the journalist was there enjoying it, you know, because who is talking is Asare Dokubo is talking. There are people that brainless people that have no brains at all. What was he really saying? Oh, they declared Biafra. The John name is Biafra. And today they are Biafra. Tomorrow they are not Biafra. And when they say you are indigenous, I don't know nothing about the indigenous people of Biafra, but I know about Biafra. Isn't that inconsistency and stupidity and ignorance? Indigenous people, the owners of the land of Biafra. Then he wants to say, oh, Igbo is not Biafra. Nobody, Nnamdi Kanu never came out and say, I doesn't stand for Igbo. It stands for indigenous, idiot. You have to listen to it. Indigenous. Of course, Ijo. Ijo is Biafra to the core. Who said Ijo is not Biafra? Igbo is Biafra. Ishekiri is Biafra. Igbo is Biafra. We are all Biafrans. Idoma, Igala. Stop fooling yourself. You know, that is why, you know, internet never lies. That's why once in a while we get these tapes and we throw them in to see how inconsistent you are. Because there's one I'm looking for. Maigu used to have a program with Maigu where this same inconsistent asshole said something about Mazi Iyke. Oh, we all started this thing, but you know, he has done more than all of us. Now today is something else. You know, the people, inconsistency, like I said before, you cannot change the hands of time. You can only the truth will only be suppressed, you know, temporarily. It's never going to be suppressed forever. You know. So when they are saying that they want the Igbo man is going to be president of Nigeria, today the Igbos that you don't want, the people that you think are not relevant, are the people you are clamoring today to take over and become the president of your zoo. Well, anybody going out there to convince anybody, I call them our brother, because anybody who speaks Igbo is a Biafran, no matter what, no matter how you think about it, no matter how you want to twist it, you are just a Biafra who has just deviated from the issue, but it doesn't remove you from being a Biafran anyway. You are a Biafran, and when your DNA will prove that you are one, then we will excuse you. Otherwise, I don't blame them. They brainwashed you for 40 years of 60 years thereabout, and you are not very consistent. You don't even know what you want. You say one thing today, you say another thing tomorrow. It does not matter to us. We are consistent. We are like the center. You know, the center does not move. Things move around the center. When something is in the middle, it stays there. The energy runs around it. So we are there. It does not matter where you push us. We are not going to move from where we are. We are going to remain what we are until one day you start realizing your truth, because the truth is coming so close and so fast that before one day you wake up in the morning and it's Biafra. It's not going to be long from now. It's going to happen sooner or later, whether we accept it or we do not accept it. It does not matter. It doesn't change anything. We are consistent in what we are looking for. Our quest is Biafra. So anybody who goes out there, P2B, I'm sorry. Whatever you are doing on your own. You are on your own. We have nothing to do with it. IPOB has absolutely, the indigenous people of Biafra, we have nothing to do about it. If you guys are very sincere to yourself, you are going to all these debates. You say you're debating to be president of Nigeria. There's a question you have not answered, because if I was there, I would throw that question at you guys and ask you a very simple question. Why is your government flagrantly the law and the rules of disobeying their own court? What are you going to do about that? None of them will ever, because when you don't throw things like that, everybody is afraid. I don't know what these people are afraid of. Most of them, journalists that ask these questions, most of them are supposed to be lawyers and educated people, but you know something? They don't. They are so afraid. Very, very afraid. They don't know what to ask as questions because they don't want to be picked up by DSS. They are so scared of going to jail. But you know something? Anybody who is actually somebody who is really ready for to join politics or to talk about politics has to be very, very ready. So yesterday I ran across one of our brothers. Oh boy, the guy really blew my mind. So I want to air his program this morning for you to listen to what he's saying. Nnamdi. It's very beautiful. He spoke about it very, very well. You know, Igbos are, they don't want them. They don't want, you know, it's like you don't want somebody, but you won't let go. You don't like food that they put in front of you, but you're still putting it there. Throw it in the garbage. Garbage. Throw us away. You don't want us, so let us go. For God's sake, let us go. Let me add this, because this is what I wanted to talk about this morning. But when I listened to his program yesterday, I said, okay, he has spoken it very well, so I will air it on the program today. Let's listen.
Now, Facebook, can split the program short. Let me split it. I mean the Excellency IPOB evangelist, Mazi Iyke. Thank you. I am from Nnamdi Amapama. I'm evangelist IPOB. Here in Biafra land, I'm not in Togo. Thank you. Let us handle them now. Facebook, and I censor the program. Many comments, look at another program, many comments, hide the chat, praise your career. When I'm not gonna comment to anyone, I got problem to Nigeria. It's not how I come to give you orientation on how to confront them in argument. That is why we are broadcast. People go and comment. Go to the comment, and hide that program. Let me move to those people are telling me that Igbos are now, they will now solve the problem of Nigeria. This program must be preached. That topic I wrote it, they said 3 times now. We move. Who are those people telling me that P2B will now rescue Nigeria? When have Igbo people become saints in Nigeria? Tell me. Igbo people are not safe in Nigeria. Why our people are not safe in Abuja? We are not safe in Lagos. We are not safe in Kanu. We are not safe in Kaduna. We are not. But even man that is not safe will now come and save Nigeria. Suddenly, the Igbo that are the problem of Nigeria. What is the problem? Hey, you know the problem. Hey, I'm not here to go to Igbo. Hey, come down with the Igbo. So Igbo now will now solve the problem. You think we are foolish? Igbo will now solve the problem of Nigeria. Igbo, without you apologizing to IPOB, you killed all of you. Do you see how foolish all of you think that we are to you? But we are not foolish. So, Igbo man is now the man that will rescue Nigeria. Igbo that is the problem. Igbo that you don't allow. Igbo that is hard to give visa. Igbo that you don't listen to, they run to the embassy in any part of the world. So Igbo man are nonsense. So to deceive the world that Nigeria is still one, Igbo man becomes sent. Igbo man. So to take the mind of people away from continual detention of Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo man is now sent. People is now sent. So Igbo man is sent in Nigeria. In my presence, Igbo man is now good to rescue Nigeria. There are serious evil plan ahead. They want to massacre Igbo. They want to kill us. Facebook, are you listening? This is what we are doing. The plan is to kill us. Do you know why? Do you know how? The same way they started the NSAS in Women, it ended in Lagos. Later, Nnamdi started killing us. None of these Nigerians that started the NSAS went to Nnamdi. Nobody protested and said, even on media, if you do not protest open and say, Nnamdi, stop picking IPOB in the name of NSAS that was conducted by us, the Nigerian youth. Did you defend so? Did you say so? No. Did you tell Nnamdi that it was not come by IPOB? Rather, you were telling them, hey, why are they calling police station? Hey, why are they killing soldiers? But you that was shot in Nnamdi, did you kill soldiers? So you believe that you did not do anything, they shot you in Nnamdi, and the IPOB, you believe that you did something. That's why you were criminal. So you now see yourself as innocent in Nnamdi when they massacre you. But IPOB is now guilty for wanting to kill us in the name of your action, in the name of your action of NSAS, in the name of IPOB that saved you through our radio, we suffered for. Nigeria, you yourself, you not supported Nigeria to jam the Biafra. But Radio Biafra was the only thing that rescued you when they were killing you in Nnamdi. On the same hand, Nnamdi turned against us. But we did not start NSAS. Now I ask you, is it not the same way you started NSAS? Is the same way you are starting AFPTB and the didn't? What is your channel? What is your target? To massacre Igbo. The same way Abiola and Peter contested. Igbo was the victim of also Abiola in Lagos and everywhere of Nigeria. But Abiola is not Igbo. Those are not Igbo. But we are the victims. NSAS, we did not start it, but we were the victims. That the man was busy killing us, talking about NSAS. Nnamdi was openly killing us and boasting about it. No Nigerian celebrity that shouted NSAS, none of them are saying, Nnamdi, stop killing these people. This protest was championed by Nigerian youth, not IPOB. Did you say so? The same thing you will not even say, because you are the owner of Nation newspaper. You saw what Nation newspaper read the other day, that the IPOB is protesting in Aba, in Aba, that the army confronted them, so they were protesting in Aba. You don't understand? They now converge in Aba. Look at the care of security, they converge in Aba. The artists, they were protesting, if Nnamdi Kanu is not released, there has been election in the east. Do you see what they wrote? And you Nigerians that say PTB is our own, you were in their comment section say, yes, why are they doing that? They are fighting PTB, but you say Igbo percent. So every PTB said we are condemned. How can we be condemned and they will pick our brother to make president? How can Igbos be condemned? Then you pick our brother to make president. Are you deceiving people? Do you think we are finished? A protest will champion from Port Harcourt Road that is in Aba North, right? Or Aba South, the name Aba, Port Harcourt Road. Cemetery is in Aba. What is it called? Old Express is in Aba, Osisioma. Bakassi is in Aba, Osisioma. Ariari is in Aba North. Local government, Aba. Now, tell me anywhere, first rate is in Aba. Tell me a place that those protesters touch hand, leg, that is in Aba. But Tinubu newspaper, Nation newspaper say they ran away for the fear of security, they protested in Aba. Do you see what they write after IPOB is raised out? They say, people are protesting in Lagos because IPOB did not win. Nobody will say Nigerian youth are protesting. Do you see the crowd they set? So that's why I am asking you this program, how come people that are the president of Nigeria become saints? Or is it only IPOB that is the saint in Igbo? Now, if Igbos are saints, why are IPOB that is they asking for the freedom? Why are there detention? You don't say anything. Now ask yourself, why were you silent over the killing of IPOB by Iyke? He was busy taking us to the north and they were welcoming us. Now ask yourself, why did the Nigerian government not say Iyke stop killing the citizens of Nigeria? Because they do not take us as citizens. Even you that is thinking that you are fighting IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu by supporting IPOB, you are not going to win. Do you know why? You are doing it with hatred, not with love. Your target is on Nnamdi Kanu by IPOB. You thought that we are your problem. So therefore, you will be chanting IPOB as if you submitted your voters card to IPOB. Did you give your voters card to me? So after chanting, you will not go to Jagaban. Idiots. So when they start killing us now, you will run away to watch newspaper. You start commenting. Yes. Igbos are fighting for IPOB. Is it not in the win? They are voted. Suddenly they try. The same people, the same criminals, acting Nigerian, the same people come to elect some of Vanguard, Punch, Nations, BBC, all these criminal newspapers in Nigeria. All of them, the same people be in radio houses talking rubbish. These radio people are talking they gather today. When time comes, you see them. Why is the IPOB revolting? I think they say they are not behind IPOB. Why are they burning down government property? They will not only use Nigerian UK. The other newspaper is telling you, Igbos are protesting in Lagos. Igbos are destroying something in Ibadan because IPOB did not win. Igbos are destroying Kanu. Igbos are destroying Jigawa. You will not hear Nigerian youth in their newspaper. You will never hear Nigerians. You will never hear Egyptians. You will never hear IPOB in their newspaper again in later after the election. What we'll be hearing is, Igbo youth now that IPOB. Igbo consultative forum say IPOB must be there. Igbo organization say IPOB will be there. You will never hear another group from Nigeria again. By then, they have trapped you. What is their agenda? And go and kill Igbo. Citizens, stop fighting Igbo wherever they are in Nigeria. Because why are they fighting for IPOB? Is it not so much? This is the language you will hear. That is why you ask them, how come Igbo that cause war in Nigeria, as you used to say, how come they are now sent that the people that will arrange in Nigeria? I'm asking you, out of your hatred, the bishops and the pastors that hate Nnamdi Kanu, they call him Antichrist. They saw people there as an opportunity to fight Nnamdi Kanu in a genuine way. They will be fighting him not in a criminal way, but supporting somebody to destroy the agenda of the people instead of supporting the freedom. That is the only action the pastors and the bishops can take, but they never stood against Nnamdi. These supporters, all this campaign you see in the church, they are positioning against Nnamdi Kanu. The churches that have gathered against the children of God, they are not allowed to do because they live in Nigeria. No, none of them can die for Nigeria. All they are gathering, accepting people in their church is only to show their hatred of Nnamdi Kanu by IPOB. They never let Nnamdi Kanu, they love IPOB. How are you ignorant to this, that Igbo man becomes saint? And Igbo man will not be the solution of Nigeria. Igbo man that is the president of Nigeria. And you think that our brain is empty. How come it will happen? Do you think we are foolish? Facebook, this is why we are starting my program. 2 times, this one, the third program, the third, we have cut it pieces. I say I play this one. After this one, I cut it off, I put the other one. I'll be treating it one. And my best friend, the mother, this time around.
Yes, so.
I can do it, the one that you get a room or something.
I love this guy. Yes.
You tell my analysis about you become mad.
That's right.
Mad people.
It's with the mad people. This is wonderful. I listened to him yesterday. I was like jumpy. I said, "Oh my goodness, this guy has taken it over. He has taken it over. He's on fire." I love things like this. That's why I brought it up this morning. I want you to listen to it. I want you to listen to it. Enjoy it with me, because he is right on point. Oh my brother, you did so well and did wonderfully well. Honestly, I think. I started following him yesterday. To be honest with you, it's like so. Not that I never heard this name before. I have a lot of people have called me and told me about this person, but I don't know. Yesterday I just ran into it and I said, "Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to talk about this morning. How the Igbo man has now become the savior of the zoo. They are there. Let them keep on fooling themselves, because we, the indigenous people of Biafra, because some people want to turn IPOB to mean Igbo people of Biafra. No, it is indigenous. Igbo has nothing to do with it. It's just a language, a piece of a language. Because anywhere they see I, they think it's I stands for Igbo people of. No. We are the indigenous people. Aizo starts with our eyes. So why not say Aizo people of Biafra? Igbo people, they always call. And the funny thing is that everybody is an Igbo person. Indigenous Biafran is an Igbo. It's just a difference in dialect. And this dialect thing for them means that they are different people. No, absolutely not. They are not. We are Igbo people, and that's what we are. Regardless of whatever you say, regardless of whatever you do, we cannot change our identity. The British man came here and created this monster that is hunting everybody. If we leave them together, they're going to be too great. So only way we can deal with them is let us divide them, so we'll be able to rule them. It's as simple as that. But they will be tired. Our leader said something. We are waiting for it. I'm waiting for that statement. It to be made. Whether they like it or they don't like it. It does not matter how long it takes. It is eventually going to happen. Because they have an agenda. Islamization agenda has not changed. And it's not going to change. No matter how much they do, no matter how much they try, we are indigenous people of Biafra. That's what we are. Regardless of what they say to us, regardless of what they do, regardless of how they do it, the only election that we will support 100% is referendum. That's what we're going to get, and that's exactly what we're talking about, and that is our take.
You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people.
We're not.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
We will not, yeah. The meaning is very clear what he's saying. We are not going to go back in what we're doing. Consistency is his name. This man is steady. It's like the center that you resolve around him. He's beating you in the court 3 times. 3 times in your own court. And you're embarrassing yourself by hoping that when you say something, it was not going to come. Let them go to heaven and try. Chukwukika Abiyama is in control. The man that is doing this job is dedicated to it. It's a job, it's a task that is given. And that task, he must accomplish it regardless of what anybody says. We, the members of the indigenous people of Biafra, we're following him as our leader. Anybody who falls apart or falls aside, that's your own thing. You have the right not to believe whatever he says. But for us, the indigenous people of Biafra, people who are under oath to do the right thing, we would follow him to the grave. We will follow him anywhere he goes. The prophets, the prophecies can come, those who think, because everybody is growing up, everybody's a prophet this day. Today they will say one thing, tomorrow they will say something else. Inconsistency, but the point is that they forget that when we say something, consistency is something that we know how to do, and that something is that when we say one thing today, wake us up tomorrow, we're still saying the same thing. We're not going to change all that. We're not going to change because you are changing. If you are not consistent, that is your own problem. It has nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing. Because we are Biafrans, and the word Biafra means consistency. That's exactly what it is. All right, we're still taking on, and then let me get to another clip that I listened to, which is very interesting.
It's not about
to do with our program.
Sentiment. Is that there are a group of people in this country that feels that this country should be Islamized. This is a fact. I said I want me to start mentioning names of people in this government that we have interrogated. I was a member of an interrogation team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008 on issue of Boko Haram. I interrogated him. He's in this government right now. And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because he was found culpable. But right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now. We've gone back to the time before 1966 now. And whoever is coming back to repair this country has a lot of work to do.
And nobody can.
This country has never been polarized, so we cannot run away from it. We have never been this much polarized. I'm a federal person. My mind is federal. My brain is federal. My loyalty is federal. I do things for the federal government. So I cannot come here and try to be sentimental. No, I'm a federal person.
So will your life be at risk now that they're hearing you?
I don't care. I don't care. And my colleagues, they know me. Those people that listen to me, they know me. I don't care. The issue is that this country is bigger than an individual. That is the issue. This country is bigger than individuals. Buhari will come and go. Eliminating me or killing me will not solve the problem, and will not add value. But he will come and go, and somebody must come and repair the damage to the psyche of this society, the damage to the polarization, to the nepotism that I've never seen in my life. I work with all these presidents. This is the worst situation I've found myself. And believe me, internet does not forget. I was part of the people that helped to bring Buhari to government, because I believe in him.
Have you worked with the government after that? After you helped bring the government?
Oh, of course, I worked with him. We brought him in 2015, and I work as the Deputy Director of Defense Administration, and we have a lot of hope in him. and we actually are ready to do anything for him. What he has turned out over the years is shocking to us.
Because it's not Buhari?
I was in Harvard in 2014, in December, when the Department of State Services and CIA and others were contemplating about Buhari and other aspirants. I know what we did to convince the American government that the only person that can come and put this country right is Buhari. That was before the Lagos, APC, before the truce within.
Right.
And that was how Tinubu came in. We know what we did, but what he has done in the past 6 years is shocking. It's unprecedented. And it should not be allowed to be swept under the carpet
because he is not Buhari. I don't know what is wrong with you people. This man is not Buhari. And we keep saying it, IPOB, I've said it over and over and over. You are surprised. How can you be surprised? The man that is there is not the man that you put in there. It's as simple as, it's simple logic. He is not Buhari. Trust me, he is not Buhari. The man is not Buhari. That is why you are saying what you are saying. That is why you are seeing it differently. If the man you put there was Buhari, that is in office, he will continue being what he is. You helped put him there, and now you are beginning to see that the person that you put in there is not the man, is not acting. Why don't you just push this man aside and take his DNA? Because it's not. But you know, lies begets lies. When you lie, you will keep on lying. Let me start this here from the beginning, because it's very interesting. It coincides with what we are saying. This is somebody in government. I want you to listen to this man very attentively, because he made points that would show you proof of what we, the members of IPOB, have been saying. He's consistent here with it, and he's saying exactly what it is.
It's not about sentiments. Is that there are a group of people in this country that feels that this country should be Islamized.
Should be Islamized.
This is a fact. I said I need to start mentioning names of people in this government that we have interrogated. I was a member of an interrogation team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008 on the issue of Boko Haram. I interrogated him. He's in this government right now. And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because he was found culpable. But right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now. We've gone back to the time before 1966 now, and whoever is coming back to repair this country has a lot of work to do. This country has never been polarized, so we cannot run away from it. We have never been this much polarized. I'm a federal person. My mind is federal. My brain is federal. My loyalty is federal. I do things for the federal government. So I cannot come here and try to be sentimental. No, I'm a federal person.
So will your life be at risk now that they're hearing you?
I don't care. I don't care. And my colleagues, they know me. Those people that listen to me, they know me. I don't care. The issue is that this country is bigger than an individual. That is the issue. This country is bigger than individuals. Buhari will come and go. Eliminating me or killing me will not solve the problem. Will not add value. But he will come and go. And somebody must come and repair the damage to the psyche of this society. The damage to the polarization, to the nepotism that I've never seen in my life. I work with all these presidents. This is the worst situation I've found myself. And believe me, internet does not forget. I was part of the people that helped to bring Buhari to government because I believe in him.
Have you worked with the government after that? After you helped bring the government?
Oh, of course, I worked with him. We brought him in 2015, and I work as the Deputy Director of Defense Administration, and we have a lot of hope in him, and we actually are ready to do anything for him. What he has turned out over the years is shocking to us. I was in Harvard in 2014 in December when the Department of State Services and CIA and others were contemplating about Buhari and other aspirants. I know what we did to convince the American government that the only person that can come and put this country right is Buhari. That was before the Lagos APC, before the truce with them. Right. And that was how Tinubu came in. We know what we did, but what he has done in the past 6 years is shocking.
It's
unprecedented.
Past 6 years.
And it should not be allowed to be swept under the carpet because the damage to the psyche of this country is monumental. We talk.
What then of the outlook for night?
Did you hear that? When we said that Buhari is dead and gone long time ago, I think we are joking. This is somebody in government. He has already told you exactly the same thing. You can take it, you can refuse it, you can refute it, you can do whatever you want to do with it. That's okay. You can fool yourself, but you see, you cannot fool anybody. We are all intelligent people. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, we don't just talk trash. According to Bedia say, I'm a banker and we don't talk nonsense. Yes, we are IPOB. We don't talk nonsense. We say things the way they are, whether you want to accept it or not. It does not matter. It's not going to change anything. We know that the person there is not Buhari, and we have already made it very clear to the world that we know that Buhari died in 2021. In 2017, I'm sorry. Yeah, about that. And that anybody out there now is an impostor, is somebody who's pretending. That's why they are praying seriously for 2023 to come in so that they can run away from their evil. But you see, the point that the evil will always chase you guys, no matter how much you try to hide it. We know what's up. We know that the man there is not Buhari, definitely not, and it's not Buhari, it's not Buhari, it's not Buhari, and we'll keep on saying it over and over. We'll sing it like a song. No matter how much you try to stop what we are doing, unfortunately, we know the truth. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. So, in a nutshell, what we are saying to you guys is that you still have a chance. The chance that you have is to conduct a referendum that will usher in the people, give the people the right to say what they want. As for the jamboree that you're going to 2023, our brother, the evangelist, spoke about it very diligently. The Igbo man thinks that all of a sudden you are becoming the lover, the one that is going to create I don't know, this obsession that the British man has with the Igbo man. It didn't start today. It started because they say these people, you have to watch them. These Biafrans are people that are going to give us problem. But you now go tire. You people will get tired of us. Believe me, because we're not going to give up. The obsession, the thing about the Igbo man is that these people think that we are the only people that can. The Fulanese, according to them, their great-grandfather could have conquered the whole of Nigeria, if not the British that stopped them. The British that said to them, you know something, why are you struggling? Why are you killing yourself? Let us get them. I will hand them over to you, and then you'll be able to do whatever you want to do with them. They could have let you come in, because Usman Danfodio himself told you guys that the people there across that Niger, don't go there. Their God is too strong. Don't even go there to try anything. because they are the lost tribe. Whether you like to believe it, you don't want to believe it, it's part of the nonsense that this foolish man was talking. The one they call Asaredoko, but said, I'm not a Jew. My father is from Ijo, even though I have an Igbo blood. Inconsistency and confusion. Everybody is relevant. But you know something? Internet does not lie. Internet says it the way it is, and whether you like to believe it or you don't want to believe it, it will not change anything. It will not make black thing to become white. It will always remain the color that it is until the truth will eventually surface. That is exactly the way it is. So if you want us to join what you're doing, throw down a referendum. Let us decide on what side we are. If we win the referendum, then we'll continue to stay with Nigeria. But you know something? You don't see that coming. Because the longer you keep it, if we're going to get 50% or 90%, 70% before it's going to come to 99%, so that your eyes will close, will open up, and then you will know that the truth prevails. The truth is something that you can never suppress. All right, let me open up the lines for you at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Please call.
Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra the motherland, you don't do it with a fight for this freedom. You don't do it with a fight for this freedom. All we need is referendum. All we need is referendum. All we need is referendum. All we need is referendum.
Easy Prince on the mix.
All right, the lines are still open for you at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984-929-406-9953. All right, yesterday America went back in time. Our time dropped by 1 hour behind, so basically I used to start programming here by 7 o'clock in the morning. But right now I've jumped to 6 a.m. in the morning. So it's the same thing, it's 2 hours. It doesn't affect the time that you hear me wherever you are in the world. But for those of us in America, unfortunately, you have to listen to me by 6 a.m., not 7 p.m. 6 a.m. to 8 o'clock. Before it used to be 7 to 9 o'clock. But now because we've gone back 1 hour. Yesterday I spoke to Mazi Iyke USA 1 about it. And we know that the right thing to do, since our time is based on Biafra land time, Biafra land time is very constant. It doesn't move around. It stays in one place. So we are coming in, but when you look at your time, it's going to be the same time. But even for those of us here, it's going to change. We have to do the one that will make the adjustment, not you. So they have adjusted this morning. I can see my own time here says 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. There was somebody who was supposed to come in yesterday, called me in and this morning to make some broadcast or make some announcement. I told the person 8 a.m. There's no 7 a.m. Please. If you're listening to the radio at this time, you know that it's time for you to make that call. But anytime you're calling, regardless of what it's doing, I'm going to stop and then take your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I'm telling you the line here is 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, and 929-406-9953. Call. The lines are still open for you.
From Israel? But Britain put this very star there. Where did you find the star? That is the Star of David doing. Are British people, are they Jewish? Are they from Israel? But Britain put this very star there. Where did you find the star? That is a very simple question. Britain, where did you get this Star of David that you put on this Nigerian flag? Mind you that Nigeria contains the south and the north, encompassing the whole of Biafra. Now listen very carefully. It was later changed to St. Edward's Canadian with the white word Nigeria under it as a red disc. It was adopted by the colony and protectorate of Nigeria following the amalgamation of the south and the northern protectorate. Are you following very carefully? The colonial flag of the zoo was adopted in 1914 following the amalgamation of southern and northern Nigeria. It was first suggested by the first Governor General of Nigeria, Sir Frederick Lugard. So Lugard knew where we came from, but they said we have no history. And please, tonight you must pay attention. Listen, open your ears and listen. Write anything that is confusing, you write it down. Go back later on to go and interrogate it. You'll find the answers to it. It was adopted by the colonies. Lugard started the whole thing. They asked Lugard, why did he do this? He said it's a symbol of the unification of Nigeria because of the seal of Solomon, which was associated with the native Igbo Jews. Lugard said, Igbo Jews, Lugard. I say, I pledge to Nigeria, my country. I'm a proud Nigerian. The person that created you a nigger said the reason why I am putting the seal of Solomon or Star of David as they call it on this flag here of British colonial Nigeria is because this particular star, according to a white man before 1914, but unveiled in 1914, when some of you have not been born, some of you, even the Alamajri that impregnated some of you, your mothers, during the war, have not been born by then. Are you listening very carefully? I want to open your skull so you can reason. Because when it comes to education and research, I don't think that apart from Princeton Library in the USA, I don't think anybody can compete with us. To be honest with you, I don't think they can. I'm not being arrogant. I don't think you can. Some of you are not educated enough to stand and to debate. You're not learned. And when you're not learned, how how can you reason properly? I hope you're following. Ask yourself this question: why would a white man who is not Jewish, a white man who is not circumcised, what is he doing with the Star of David? And some of you are so foolish. You don't know that this very Igbo Jewish Star of David on the flag was done in 1914. Israel only adopted this Star of David in 1948. And some of you bring 1914, 1948, which one is older? Who is copying who? I don't know if their brains are now beginning to open up a little bit. Who is copying?
All right, I have an interruption there, and I want to go back and finish up what I'm doing. I don't want it to be interrupted in any shape or form. I am on broadcast. Whoever is calling, so please realize that this time is not the time to call. But you're calling, and I'll keep on declining it until I get what I want. I will not take that call. Let me respond back to the person to stop. Please stop calling because I'm on broadcast. Let's see. Let me send a message across so that the person can stop calling. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still here. I would like to finish that lecture, that teaching from our leader, because this is a university where we learn, and we are not going to relent. We're not going to stop. The education is too the information is too how would I describe it? Let me still go back to it and finish it.
Man, Britain of all people, that hates the people of the book so much, their job is to stop. I have proven it to you now that the job of Britain is to stop the light of God from shining on this very earth. The same thing they did. Ask Britain, did you go to Israel to stop Israel from emerging or not? Britain, who had the Palestine mandate after the Second World War? Britain, did you vote for Israel to stand or not? The answer is no. Britain, was it not British officer class that fought on the side of Jordan to decimate and destroy Israel? 1948. Did it work? 1967 they came again. The Yom Kippur. Have you forgotten? No, we don't forget, because our library is always open. And this night we are educating people. Increasing education, because people are daft. And the reason why I spend time is because I don't want our people to be like zoo animals, Nigerians, who don't reason, people who cannot reason. It doesn't matter how opposed I am to an idea. This is one thing about black people. I may be opposed ideologically to an idea. But once you begin to lecture me and tutor me and I see sense in what you're saying, I follow you. The thing about black people is, oh, I don't want to sound as if I've considered, so because I'm going to keep arguing blindly. That's why people fight in Biafra. You don't know that. Now listen again, very carefully. I hasten to add, very carefully. It was a white man, the white man that created the zoo that some of you are dying for today, Frederick Lugard. Then he was not a lord, he was a Sir Frederick Lugard. He said, this is the seal of Solomon. Why did you put the Star of David on the British flag of Nigeria? Because it is associated with the native Igbo Jews. Before you were born, before your parents were born, before their own parents were born, these things were there. This star was there. Before Israel was created, this star was there. So when you come out, you talk rubbish. He said, we are copying Israel. But you are a fool because you have no brain. Ours was in 1914. Israel was instituted again through the grace of God in 1948. 1914, of course, some of you are very daft. 1914, 1948. Which one's older? Is it not 1914? What happened in 1914? Lugard set up a flag. They asked him, why did you put Star of David there? He said, because it is associated with him also, because they are Jews. But the same Britain wrote later on, you have no culture. These are people that built pyramids. People that started writing Ijagam, Isibidi, before Britain knew what famine was. Are you following? School. You think that going to school and having a certificate means you have common sense? Is that what some of you think? Because you can, maybe some of you read James Hadley Chase or you read some Robert Ludlum, novels, and you grew up maybe to stitch one or two sentences together. Because of that, you see yourself as an intellectual. You're a born fool. You know nothing. If you think that talking all this rubbish will make us to run away from our heritage, God will punish all of you. You want to infect us with your useless, useful ignorance. It can never work. Mad, daft people everywhere. Now listen very carefully. The Star of David had already been in use in Nigeria during the British rule because of the Igbo Jews who were featured on the coins of the British West Africa pound. That makes no sense. This was confirmed in 1917. 1970 was confirmed. The discovery of a bronze Star of David in Aguleri in 1917. 1917 in the Araba. Israel was in 1948. The seal was uncovered in Aguleri in 1917. You want me to? That was how Janjaweed made you useless. Today all you do is open shop, you sell spare parts, you do chemistry, all that rubbish. You are inventors, you're creators. You are manufacturers, you're not retailers. Because of the nonsense, you was a trade everywhere. You accepted that garbage. When you are manufacturers and inventors, Dara, you answer whatever name they give to you, not here. This is IPOB. We are Radio Biafra. We don't assume any identity from any idiot. We dig and we dig and we dig, and we uncover who we are. Then we unleash it on the whole world. Dara, lunatics everywhere. 1917 the crest on the flag was also used on the flag of the Governor General of the Zoo. They were so enchanted with it. What are Igbo people doing with Star of David, Seal of Solomon? What for? What for? That was when Satan gave the message, destroy them, destroy them, destroy them. And they are distilling it today. But you have no brain. That is why you know nothing. Your brains are empty. Who built the pyramids of Egypt? Your ancestors did. After building it, they came back. When they migrated and they came into our land, they did not just stop there. They went to Udi and built the same pyramid. They built the same thing. Oh my goodness. The flag was not accepted. Why was it not accepted? The same thing. That is, anybody who rejects this flag, who rejects this star on our flag, tonight I'm going to prove to you that they have Fulani blood in them. That is Fulani blood in them. I'm going to prove it tonight. Anybody, once you see that flag, you see the star, and something tells you, oh, reject it. Believe you me, there is Fulani blood in your family. Go and investigate it. I want to prove it to you. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because when this flag was floated, the same thing some of you are doing today, the same thing some of you Fulani descendants with Igbo names are doing today, and Biafran names, the same rubbish some of you exhibited yesterday and today. You'll be shocked. Fulani did the same thing when this flag was launched. Some native Nigerians, even including Fela and Nicola Kokuti, refused to salute the flag despite it being mandated in schools. In 1956, some Nigerian Muslims, that is to tell you that anybody against this flag, there is Islamic blood in your family. In 1956, some Nigerian Muslims burnt the Nigerian blue ensign at Mecca in Saudi Arabia. because of the Jewish Star of David on it. Does that sound familiar? The same thing that some of you are doing. You see something you reject. It is that Satan in you. Once you see that star, the devil in you begins to unravel. The Satan in you begins to rise up to reject something you don't even know. It's not to say, oh, please teach me. I don't know. Why is it there? So, I reject it. It is the new Israel was founded in 1948. Our star was recognized in 1914, 1917. Which one is older? Who copied from who? The black people who cannot do this UG. Muslims burnt this flag in Mecca because of our star in it. They didn't give a damn. They just saw it as the Star of David. They said, no, we reject it. It is Jewish. We are going to... No, they burnt the flag. You had intellectuals then. Nnamdi Azikiwe, all the big brains you had. Fight. That is the thing. I want you people to understand that what has happened in the past is now happening again. The same stupidity and idiocy of Azikiwe, the same foolishness. When they burnt this flag in 1959, do you know that Azikiwe never complained? He never said, you must add it, is my symbol, you must add it. The same thing some of you are doing today. Oh, remove it, it doesn't matter. The same, and Azikiwe, in fact, I'm sure the father is from Zungeru. He doesn't have pure Igbo blood in him. And I will use you. Every time it's like an Igbo thing. They always say Igbo. Tonight again, I'm going to prove it to you. All of us are Igbo. Everybody. From Igodomigoro to Bakasu to Ambazonia, Igbo, IGBO. If you don't like it, go and drink poison. If you don't like it, go and hang yourselves. Your ignorance is why you are in the state you're in today. And I am not sitting down here to tolerate or condone your ignorance. I cannot. Other people to sound politically correct. I don't believe in your useless political correctness. It is garbage to me. I'll prove it to you again tonight. If you're against this flag, it means you have Fulani blood in you. Look at the flag, very clear. So you think that Britain can just come and put star just from nowhere? Just this is a Nigerian flag, just a star. Is that what you think? Is that what you think? I'm asking you. So Britain will just wake up and you think white people are as useless as black people in Africa? You just see something you just add without meaning. Britain came, did their research. They said this flag is to unify everybody. And that unification meant that is very unique. Unique to the people that they refer to as an intelligent race. The Igbo people, intelligent. That's what Britain said. And added this seal. Britain was confused. They said, oh my goodness, does it mean that these people are actually Jews? Okay, anyway, since they are, let's brush them off. Let's not recognize them. And some of you, your fathers and your grandfathers grew up in that ignorance till today. And I'm not calling you. Do you know I stay in Israel most of the time? Do you know in Israel they do sacrifice of chicken or cocoa? Are you aware of that? Do you know that? Do you know that when, in fact, Darlington and something, look for that very video of when the Onowu of Owerri, the Prime Minister of Owerri, I went to his house. Before I entered his gate, he brought out a live chicken. Used it to bless me, was libating and chanting, praying with a live chicken. Some of you will say it's fetish. But the people that documented the Torah and gave it to us, that's what they do. Do you know that in Israel, they go into the bush? Do you know in Israel, they will go into the bush, they will go to a tree and they'll be talking and praying. Are you aware of that? I didn't want to tell you that before. I saw it with my two eyes. They're going to the bush to go and pray. The same thing our ancestors were doing. Going into the bush and going under a tree and doing something. The same chicken sack. You see chicken or cocoa to slaughter and spread the blood everywhere. I saw it happening in Israel today.
Caparot.
Do you see what ignorance does to people? Once you close your mind, ignorance builds a cage around you. Now listen very carefully to this, what I have to tell you. The reason why the star is there is because that star is indigenous to Nigeria. When the British came, the British marched the north and the south, and they said, let's do something from the south. And you people should be very proud. That star is the only thing that is indigenous on the British flag until 1959. The only thing that is indigenous is our star from our land. Telling you once again that we are ancient people, that we own the land that we inhabit. No other one. You cannot see the horns of Alamajiri cattle. It's not there. Nothing else is there. There is no bronze works. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing is there. The only thing the British recognized was a star taken from Igbo land. Nothing else from anybody else. Does that tell you something? Does that tell you anything at all? Oh, Chineke, my mind didn't have. Ignorance is a disease. And this evening I'm curing you. Sweeping away all that cobweb from your ganja weed infected brain. The star or the seal of Solomon is the only thing on British colonial flag that is indigenous to the area they colonized, and they got it from Aguleri. Nobody else, nothing from anybody, no other tribe, no other ethnicity, no other person. When I say, they say he's being very proud. Why won't I be proud? I am blessed from heaven. Why won't I be proud? And sometimes even arrogant about it. The child of God. That even Britain came and they recognized it. They said, here is the settlement of the children of the Most High. Let us, why didn't they reject it? Because they couldn't. Do you know what was happening then? Elohim, God in heaven, Chukwukikadem, was pointing us back to who we are. That is the only God, no other God apart from him that is strong. Why do you think we are doing well? Because there is no other God apart from Chukwukika. Only one God, indivisible. Out of everything, there were bronze works, some fine works of wood, some in even terracotta. Everything was there. The only thing the white man picked up to put on his flag was something that was found in Igbo land. What does that tell you? Oh my goodness. We must continue.
Yeah. Virus education. I want you all to pay attention. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're on. The lines are open for you 646-924-541 845-479-499-406 995.
I seek for peace, Almighty. It's not a time for vanities. There are lots of people that's killing each other. I want your way, my brother.
Yeah,
Welcome to Dewo.
Dewo, sir. My name is Pope Samson Nnamdi. I'm the regional coordinator for the East and Central regions of USA. I want to make just a few announcements. Greetings, great Biafrans all over the world. May the peace of the Lord be upon all the IPOB members around the world. And may the Lord imprison all the chain of condition delaying the release of our leader, Charles of Britain, Sultan of Sokoto, Rufai Malami, and the entire Janjaweed cabal, and all the useless Igbo politicians. Because our leader has been released by heaven, and you guys are delaying him. Now, with this one, I want to make a little announcement about issues going on here in the United States.
Yes.
As we continue to wait for the unconditional release of our leader, he must certainly be released because he's done nothing wrong. IPOB members in the United States, we must remain strong, resolute, disciplined, follow the chain of command, obey every instruction. It's very important that we remain disciplined. As a result, there are certain people, states, coordinators, and who have refused to follow the chain of command and to obey instructions because they are IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu and under the leadership of Mazi Iyke, the head of the directorate. So these states and their coordinators will stand dissolved. And I want those of the genuine members in such states to call me if they want to continue with us because their coordinators are members of the autopiloters. So we want to make sure that those who are with us, indeed, because nobody can serve two masters. The states include New York, with Archbishop Nicodemus, dissolved, and Archbishop Nicodemus has been suspended indefinitely. Massachusetts, with Mazi Iyke, who has equally been suspended indefinitely. Maryland, customers due suspended indefinitely. We have Ohio with one in Q also suspended indefinitely. We have Indiana with Mazi with Mazi suspended indefinitely. New Jersey completely dissolved. The state of Florida completely dissolved. And these are the states we have for now that are dissolved. And their promoters have been suspended indefinitely. I want to make this clear to members of IPOB, particularly in the eastern states. If you are not with us, you are certainly not with us. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot be one leg here, one leg the other side. Make your choice, whatever you want. It's up to you. If you are IPOB, USA, under Mazi Nnamdi, under the head of the director, Mazi Iyke, then you must report to us. You must contribute your monthly dues and follow the instructions that are given by the regional coordinator. Now, anyone paying money into the Biafra account is certainly not with us because that account has been discredited. We also want to make it clear that no IPOB USA money goes to the Biafra account. And then the website attached to that account is illegal. The fraudulent website controlled by members of the other piloters, Ms. Chiwaju. That website is known as IPOB USA, IPOB Worldwide. It's a fraudulent website. The only website approved by IPOB USA is the IPOB.org. IPOB.org. That's the only website approved by IPOB USA. Anything other than that is a fraudulent website. The one called IPOB Worldwide attached to the Biafra account is fraudulent. The members of the public, I want people to take note of that. Again, we must make sure that every member of IPOB in all the states, when you make your monthly contributions, please show us your receipts, put it on your various state platforms. You cannot be IPOB and your platforms, in our state platforms, you're posting all manner of things and sharing information, but you don't pay monthly dues. Please, your membership, is renewable every month. Please endeavor to pay your monthly dues. Don't tell us your returns and we don't pay monthly dues. That is so sad. And may I also use this opportunity to announce our forthcoming USA National Meeting, which is going to be this coming Saturday, the 12th of November, 4 p.m. Central. Saturday, 12th November, 4 p.m. Central, the National USA meeting. So these are the few announcements I have for now. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The information that she has given out, the information is very, very cogent, so you will have to pay attention to it. I will find time, opportunity to repeat this broadcast, particularly the announcement, over and over and over for those who are not listening today to be able to get it into their score that you're either with us or you're against us. Because I saw this coming and I warned some people about it privately. that I don't like the way they're stepping their foot on, where they are going, what direction they are. You have a choice. You see, this is Biafra, the indigenous people of Biafra. We've always made it very clear. Our leader started with our leader. If you think I'm not doing it well, please step aside. You can't be in and out. But they may stretch your leg, declare where you are, stay there. But don't want to come in here. You are in the south and then you are in the north at the same time. But for you, that's where I go. But people don't really do that, especially older people, when they are supposed to know better. It doesn't stop you from being my friend, but the truth is, friendship has nothing to do with what we are saying. What we are doing is consistency, standing where we are. The people that were given a job, the job was given to them by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is the person that I'm following. I'm not following anybody except Mazi. And wherever Mazi says, that goes. I don't care how the person that he gave the job, whether he's doing it well or not, it's not my business. It absolutely has nothing to do with me. When Mazi comes out, I'm not going to be held responsible. That person will have to answer for himself. So, let me alone waka come. I keep saying this all the time, and me alone waka come means that I came into this out of my own volition, out of my own decision, and I hope that most of us too do the same thing. Because if you came on your own, I don't think anybody, no matter how friendly you are with the person, can convince you to step aside. No. We'll still remain our friend. Our friendship remains, but the direction you're going, I won't follow you, because most of us met ourselves as members of IPOB. From the madam, we don't even know ourselves. We meet, and doesn't mean that after when you go against our leader, who is the man at the tip of the pyramid, the person that all of us below are. Most of us are down at the bottom. And when you look at the pyramid, the bottom is full. It's more people at the bottom. That's where we belong. But our focus stays on the pyramid, on the tip of the pyramid. The person that is there is our leader, is the person that we're following. It might not go well for some people. Everything depends on why you joined the organization in the first place. If you came into IPOB because you think that there is something to get out of it, well, unfortunately for you, it doesn't. You have to put in yours. I have a call. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, I'm just listening to you, as always, and enjoying every bit of what that is coming from your mouth. But Mazi, I just called because it disturbs me so much to be hearing this American issue. Mazi, you've been in America for the past 60 years or so right now, or 50-something years, as you have earlier explained. Mazi, could you inform your listeners, or me especially, who made this call, what is actually wrong with the mental faculty of our people in America especially? I know these things happen everywhere. What is actually wrong? How do you explain this? Why is this a fluctuation? Why is this lack of understanding to our people? Why are they so much in this part of deviation? Do they enjoy it? Or don't they see that what we are doing is serious? What is actually the problem? Please, this is the reason I called. Nothing more. Can you please inform me why is this happening?
I have a word for it. I have an answer for that question, honestly. The answer that I have is that we are not consistent. We are not, people are different. I don't blame anybody. That is why I come to even the United States where you're talking about. We have organizations that will start with about 2 people. After 6 months, the 2 people will probably have increased to about 5. Then the 5 will start seeing problem and they will split into 2. So that's why when you come here, you have organizations here, the same people. Not because the place, one portion of it is full and the other portion of it is empty. So no, what they do is they just want to split. They want to be in leadership. You come into an organization that is already focused on. There's something, there's an agenda, and somebody goes, no, I don't like the way he's doing it. And power thing, my brother, it is there, but something, it will wither away. Nnamdi Kanu said something that very, very pertinent. He said, let me not put you online, let me just take, I need 100 people will bring Biafra. Out of how many millions? He's talking about 100. Because the people will weed away. That's what he means. It's like a relay race. You're running. People are, when they start the marathon, you see a lot of people. Towards the end of the marathon, you see about 2 or 3 people emerging. The rest have, on the wayside, some drink water and they just go home. So it's not consistent with America. It's just, unfortunately, we are a larger, it's like the same thing that is happening in Biafra. When you say Igbo, everybody is blaming, everything is Igbo. But the point that they are the larger number, they're the largest number. So if there are 20 of them and one person does something, they always claim that one person is like throwing a stone in the market. It will always fall on one person. So I don't know why they do what they do, but the truth is that now only you waka come. That's the idea, that what I want to put in everybody's brain to understand, that you are coming to IPOB as a person who has probably listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you are able to resonate with what he's saying. You are into it. The thing is in you. I can't imagine somebody wanting to drag me out of IPOB. How? How are you going to do that? I don't know how it's going to happen, because it will never happen. But no matter how it is, the only thing that can take me away is the day I found out that the man called Nnamdi Kanu is not the person that I thought he is. But I don't think so. I don't think that day will ever come. Because he's so consistent. He is so sure of what he's saying. He's so educative. Come on. And these are things that unconsciously, I wouldn't use the word, that a better word, is something that resonates within you, something that is telling you that this man is telling the truth. It's what you're thinking. Like what I was looking about the double triangle, the seal of Solomon today. The unity, everything. I mean, he is consistent. This thing was found in 1917, and the Israel adopted it in 1948. Look at the difference. But everybody calling it the Star of Israel. No. They are burning flags because Israel is. This is an adoption. The British people. These are deep education. So there are people who come to IPOB because they think that forget about that. So when he feels that he's not relevant, he becomes a problem. I can't take this call because I'm busy. The caller called me back. I'm on air this time. So, my brother, I think I've answered your question to the best of my ability. I don't know why they do what they do. What I know is that it's a power thing. They're drunk. They want to be in leadership. They want to be on top. And when you push them there, and for most of us too, let me be honest with you, most of the people that are dismissed today have been suspended. The people that have been suspended, I had already suspended these people a long time ago. But I was only obeying the command because it's not in my place to suspend anybody. But consciously, unconsciously, I've already suspended this for long time ago. I was watching them. There is one of them that they called the name today. It's been a suspect. It's somebody I suspected from the beginning. But I have no power to do anything. These are the people, as soon as our leader got in trouble, they called a meeting. The first meeting was that, they wanted to take over Radio Biafra. I said, okay, my normal way, okay. Whatever they said, it was okay. They called a meeting. I said, Donald Trump said something that was very interesting that I use as an analogy. If there is no problem, why do you want to fix it? There's nothing wrong with Radio Biafra. Why are you trying to fix Radio Biafra? Oh, we want all the accounts to be in one place. Account to be in one place. What has that got to do with you? We have never complained. Radio Biafra, this USA 2 was being run by IPOB, New York. So why do you want to? We never had problem when the former coordinator was there. Never, not for once. So why do you want to change it? To be honest with you, I said okay to it, but I was still thinking. I was still using my brain. Until when they found out that it was almost impossible. because already they made me change the account information and everything, but I was in charge of the account information. So I locked them out. When they wanted to hijack the place, they couldn't get in. Now they called me and said, no, I cannot give you the information. I cannot give you the password. Forget it. Radio Biafra, there's nothing wrong with us. Mazi Iyke USA 1 said to them, you know something, this is my thing. I started it, I'm going to run it. And that's it. One of them is there. This is it's been a suspect in my mind, and my mind never fails me. I'm telling you the truth. So my brother, don't worry about them. It is part of the thing. People have to fall out. People have to fall out. A lot more will fall on the way. Honestly speaking, a lot more will fall on the way. You start with 1,000. By the end of the journey, you discover that you now have 3 people. So it does not really matter. They can do whatever they like. They can say whatever they want to say. And they go for because one thing is, I want you all to know, is that we have one leader. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and whoever he appoints to take his place stands as him. That is it. If you do that, you will not have any problem, honestly. But when you want to become the leader yourself and then give command to people that you don't even know anything about, you're fooling yourself. Caller, good morning. Let me take this as the last call. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Iyke, grabbing from here. Okay. My name remains Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from blessed land of Biafra, who British forceful them to answer Nigeria. Besides, I'm from Abakaliki. I'm Abakaliki right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Without wasting much of your time, let me appreciate you, the Almighty in heaven, the greatest in battle, ancient of days, who give us a true leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to lead us a true, to show us the way, to tell us that we are a slave in so-called one Nigeria. The Almighty in heaven, guide our leader and bless him, protect him from the hand of evil people, evil politicians in our land, and the planning caliphates who are ganging up to destroy him. We're hoping on you that only you can save us, not any other tribes. Only you, Chukwuka Biam. Protect our DOS, protect Eastern Security Network, all the Turi Biafran who are doing the needful, and our lecturers, our professors who are doing the needful in our radios. We are learning a lot. Chukwuka Biam. Thank you for giving us this kind of leadership. Thank you, Chukwuka Biam. Well, let me start from what our people is doing and how we always follow the long track. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up and follow the really truth and honest, how we can be free. And many people here evolved his voice and followed him. And envy and jealousy who full in our land rise up to suppress him. But they don't know that Chukwuka Biama is Almighty God. So our people are evil. What I'm telling Biafran today is this. You know, this question that our brother asked you is true of all Igbo people. Even Biafra land here. Even our own zone, everywhere. When you started something, that will be keeping quiet. And when you started things, everybody will jump up to come and join. Immediately that joined, everybody will start fighting off leadership to make sure that they are destroying all the things and they divide into 3. I don't know why our people are like that. But this time around, we are Biafrans, and the only Biafrans we want. No matter whatever they are thinking that they are doing, Chukwuka Biama is already give us a true leader. Because somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in 100 years, you can never find that kind of man. You can't. Somebody who stand in the front of evil, that is, demons, tell them that you can never do him anything. Allow my people to go. Who can do it for us? All these people are jumping up and down to do this one and do the other one. That had them stand in front of Fulani Caliphate and talk to them. The answer is no. For those who are jumping up and down about politicians, see, P2B means one thing in our life. P2B means you people will continue dying in the hand of evil British and the Fulani terrorists. That is what Fulani means to us. So for those who are jumping up and down, you are going to die with that Fulani. For us, as we stand as Biafra, everybody know our aim. Forget about all the media or for all these Nigerian journalists who recruited by British and BBC. They are doing the work of their own masters, but we are following our leader Mazi Iyke, who are showing us the truth. No matter whatever they are doing, we are Biafran. We are not Nigeria, and we can never be. No matter what they are doing, let them continue killing us, because every day they are killing us. But guess one thing that I noticed that happening now. You know that our people have learned another useless set of mentality. You know how I operate as an IPOB, and nobody knows. But when you come up to do the work of IPOB, we will do it very well. You know that somebody and two of our brothers are fighting this, trying to kill themselves. I come in and ask, what is going on? What is the problem? After they are narrating their things, I told the other guy, you are at fault. Why are you doing this? You are brother. But if Fulani are moving around, killing you people. You people can never chase them away. But you want to kill their brother. You see what the animal tell me, that he know my movement, he know how I operate. The only call that he will make, those people that we are running around will come and carry me. I told him that I know you know my movement. After they are carrying me, what else? Or to kill me, you will be happy. See, look at your mind. We are trying to save you people. You are doing all those things. You see, that is the mindset of our people.
Thank you.
Dear friends, what I'm telling you people today is that let everybody concentrate. Never you back down. Consistent, we are going to defeat these people. Yes. If they need that word, they are always talk. But this is tiny land, this dot they are call us. Everybody are ganging up to come and take. Let them come and take it. Let us see. They are human beings. They are men. We are men. Everybody will know how we end. Thank you, Biafrans. Stay together and try to support ESN. Do the needful. It doesn't matter how they are killing us. It doesn't matter. As they are killing us, we kill them. Later, Biafra will come and everybody will go his separate way. Thank you, my brother, for your good work. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you very much.
Bless you very, very much, my brother. Thank you so much. I think with this good advice, we'll come to the end of today's broadcast. Tomorrow is another day. And tomorrow is Wednesday, actually. Australians are going to be on air tomorrow. So stay tuned, but don't go away, because Mazi Iyke USA 1 is going to be next. I still have to remind you that Biafra for us is our religion.